lovely Sagittarius, it's your turn. Okay, what do we need to know for Sagittarius? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, cross watchers, whoever has turned up for the party. Very nice. We're going to look at 2 Wands cards as well. We're going to look at your love life. We're going to look at kind of business, career. We're going to look at channel messages, anything else that you need to know. You are kicking off with an overall energy card of the 4 of Wands, which I'm very pleased to see. It's a really Sagittarius-y kind of a card. It's a portal that you're kind of welcomed into, invited into, led to. It can mean that you are particularly on your creative journey at the moment, that you are really hitting the spot, which for Sagittarians is more important than it is for many other star signs. To be creatively in alignment is a big deal, because what tends to happen for Saggis is that everything else falls into place as well. Your love is creativity. Your work is creativity. Your life is creativity. You are often very good manifestors. You're ruled by Jupiter and you've got fire. I know, everybody wants to be you. Seriously, it's the best star sign. If I could choose, that's what I'd choose. I don't have any in my chart apart from my midheaven is in Sagittarius. Woof. And I'm claiming it. Right, 7 of Wands, Mars in Leo. This is a card of standing up for yourself, poking at somebody with a big stick. Not literally, I hope. But this is announcing or making someone aware of where your boundary is, what your standards are, what your line is. Okay, I don't see this as being particularly antagonistic, but I do see this as you doing what Sagittarians are very capable of doing, which is reminding someone in a very creative way where the line is. And of course, you know, you don't have to do this with a lot of wrath. You don't have to do this while belittling anyone or being over kind of angry about it or anything like that. This is something you can do. You can do this with humor. You can do this with personality and charm. But at the same time, you are letting somebody know when they begin and when they end. I saw this the other day when I went to an open mic, like people were reading poetry and memoir and bits of stuff. And the compere obviously had to keep everyone to a very tight 5 minutes only schedule. People get carried away, people get nervous, all the rest of it. She did it with such entertainment value and charm that everybody went along with it. So actually, she was being a brilliant disciplinarian, you know, keeping everything in its place, but at the same time being entertaining, so people gladly did it. And that is a Sagittarius way of doing things. Okay. Let's have a look at life purpose and career. Then I'm going to look at love life. Saggy. Life, more wands. Wands, oof. Right, okay. Wands diddly-ons is what you're getting. Big style. Okay. So, you get the 9 of Wands for your life purpose, and we're moving into career in the reading as well. The 9 of Wands is a card, again, of showing somebody where the line is, drawing a boundary, saying to somebody, a bit like a moat around the castle, you know, this keeps the bad people out. And I've set my own standards. This is how I rule. This is how I rock. This is me. Take it or leave it. You know, it's a very clear message. There may be, and we have had a lot of this for you throughout 2023 and early 2024, there may be certain people in the business world or certain people in your workplace or even in your family, in your life, where it's going to become necessary to show them, I was going to say to show them the big stick. And I don't mean that in a bad way, but to kind of, I think Sagittarius is a very easy come, easy go, laissez-faire kind of a sign, because that's how you are. You know, you don't really get bothered by minutiae, don't sweat the small stuff. You're ruled by Jupiter, which is all about the big stuff. Can't even see the small stuff, don't even care. But now and again, you have to pull rank. You have to say, you have to get your big chalk out. You have to point to that line in the sand and say, look, this is it. You do it with humour, you do it with charm, you do it however you want to do it, but you're going to be called upon to do it. You've also got the lovely Ace of Wands. So you now have the 4 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, the 9 of Wands and the Ace of Wands. I know, cripes, that's a lot of fire. Fire has been kind of going around the different signs of the zodiac for my readings recently, and not always with actual fire signs. I feel like you're a fire sign who just received an extra dose of fire. There's no point me telling you to rein it in because you're not going to want to, and I'm not sure if you should. I'm a water sign. What do I know about it? I don't. Not when it comes to fire. You're pretty lit by this. The Ace of Wands is also massive amounts of Kundalini energy, excitement, creativity, kicking off a new project, starting a new job. But only if you're starting it and you hit the ground running. It's all confidence and Kundalini energy and woof. I love this. Maybe you're kind of getting ahead and that's why you have to remind other people of where you stand, you know. You also get the Knight of Cups. I don't know if anyone else has had this actually. This is something coming into your life that's a gift. It can be someone offering you a job, it can be someone offering you a client, it can be someone offering you some real love and kindness, it can be romantic, and we're going to look at your love life in a minute. It's someone coming in and they're turning up good. I mean, the Knight of Cups looks good, turns up well, is, you know, offering. The cup is full. You don't have to fill it yourself. You're like, oh, thank God for that. So that's nice, a nice offer coming in. Partly this is happening because you've got the Ace of Wands. When you've got that kind of radiant Kundalini energy, you tend to find people show up because they want to be a part of it, they're attracted to it, it creates more of it. And I've got as well channeled fire creates fire. And you get the Fool. Gosh, this is amazing. I'll show you all the cards together in a minute. I'm just going to pull one more and then we'll look at your love life. Woof! When we do your love life, there will be an extended reading as there is every month. So we take all the cards for your love life and then we clarify them and we go further and dig and we get another cup of tea and we ask how do they feel about you, or if it's a particularly complex situation, we go digging around. So if you get to the end and that's for you, it's the first link in the description box. Okay. Let's have a look at these as a line. So, we started off with the 4 of Wands. We start with fire and we start with protection. And then the creativity of blending fire, inspiration, creativity and boundaries. That's a lot to blend. Then we see that you've got a lot going on in terms of a rocket, you know, you've got this passion and this impetus and this energy. And then we see that, as always in life, when you're feeling kind of on the up, the universe offers you more. I know, why can't it do that when you're lying on the bed watching reruns of Friends and eating Ben and Jerry's and softly weeping into your duvet? Why can't it do it then? When you really, really need it? It doesn't. It only does it when you're recovered and when you're kind of up and about and getting on with stuff and feeling all zippity-doo-dah again. I don't know why. Then we get these two are almost sort of passing each other a little bit of a cheers, you know, how are you? The Fool is a brand new journey of major arcana proportions, big style. So you could be at the beginning of, God, it can be anything, like going self-employed, being in a new business, starting a new business, getting a new idea. But you're on a new journey where you're saying hello to something and goodbye to something else. Goodbye to restriction, I think, here. Hello to freedom of expression. which is something that is so invaluable for Sagittarius. I can't tell you enough, and you already probably know that freedom of expression is everything you are. And you can also teach freedom of expression to other people. You have a special gift for that. Really, really important. Okay, Six of Swords at the end, moving away from anything. If you think of the swords in terms of offense or restriction, you're moving away from that. You want to. You may not be able to do it all in one go or dead quickly. I mean, who can? Well, being a Sagittarius, you probably will want to do it all in one go. But you can't do it all in one go, probably. So just don't bite off more than you can chew. But this is a very exciting time for you. Also, I'm getting... Sorry, I'm just shoving these cards out of the way. I'm getting that this is a time when you need to claim what is yours as well. You actually need to lay claim to it. And by laying claim to it, you throw down the gauntlet and you say, this is mine, this power is mine, this creativity is mine, this idea is mine, and this business is mine. Woof! Love. Let's look at love. Do, 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 do. I'm trying to do the je t'aime, but I'm not very good at it. Okay. Woof. Ace of Swords comes in. Not your first choice or first thought for a love card, but actually a situation that might have been a bit vague or a bit confusing comes up sharp, and I like that. When you get the Ace of Swords, it's a card of absolute clarity. It comes down, it's like shaping, and it just hits you with that noise as well, like a bolt from the blue. You don't get a chance to think about it. You don't have to sort of make sense of it or intellectualize it. It's just utter crown chakra clarity. You might be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, but more importantly, you're dealing with truth and you're dealing with epiphany. Okay, so what are you getting an epiphany about? There's a card here that doesn't want to come out, and I'm going to choose it. Ooh, look at that. Queen of Swords. Again, boundaries. Ooh, okay, interesting. In your love life, God, I'll get this one as well. Okay. Right. Checks and balances. You've got the Queen of Swords, who is the queen of boundaries. Okay, she wields this sword. She knows what she's doing when it comes to the sword of truth and who survives that with her and who doesn't. We also have the Eight of Pentacles. Is this going to work in the real world? Eight Pentacles, it's a Virgo card, but it's also the card of somebody who keeps doing something. They do it regularly. He knocks out all these pentacles. They all look the same. He hangs them up on the wall and then he keeps going. This is a keep on keeping on type card. When you have it mixed with this, it's like you get a realization, and I don't know how, I don't know whether someone tells you something in your love life or you just actually, you know, sometimes you do that where you've been thinking about something or trying to work it out, and you literally just wake up and it's right there. You just, oh. Or you're cleaning the bog, you know, or you're out on a drive, or you're walking to the shop to get some milk or whatever it is. And you get absolute clarity. It just comes in like a gift. And you think, wow, okay, I get it now. I actually do get it now. Nice, that's the bin lorry going past. Lovely. But what do you do with this information? There's something here about a relationship, Ten of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles is what I call the meat and potatoes relationship card. So it's the card that says, what are we aiming at here? What is the end goal? You know, do we want to get married? Do we want to, I don't know, make some kind of new commitment happen? Do you see what I mean? It's whatever your level of security is. Are we going from friends to coupled? Are we going from coupled to married? Are we going from friends with benefits to a relationship? All that kind of thing. And for everybody, this end goal is different. But it's about putting a relationship to the test. This has come up a lot, actually, for a lot of star signs. It's a bit of a reality check. Okay. Nice. We get our little sad Page of Cups. Look at that. It always looks so sad. It's like got a fish. No water, though. Fish out of water. We've got the Page of Cups here. You could be dealing with a water sign. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But also this can be an apology. It can be an explanation. It can be the beginning of something. It can be somebody asking you out. It can be someone you haven't seen for a while sending you a text. It's small and it has this kind of tiny weeny little love offering, which grows when it goes to the Knight of Cups. Very interestingly, that's on top of it. So, okay, let's just take another one. Making changes. Something is puzzling you about a relationship. Communication may have been vague or difficult to get clarity about. Then we've got, can we make this work in 3D, in the real life, in the everyday, with all the kind of banal distractions? An offering comes in. You spin it around in your head. Oh, that is decent. You get the King of Cups, and I'll tell you why that's so decent. Because you got the Page, the Knight, and the King, and that is a progression. The Page is the apprentice at love. The Knight is when the person upgrades and realise they might actually need to have some emotional intelligence or change their socks. You know, whatever it is to upgrade. Or for some of you, it may be that there's a relationship with somebody where it has not yet upgraded in its kind of, what's the word? Quality, as in maybe you're friends, but you haven't gone out on a date yet, or you're dating a bit, but you haven't really made any kind of, names about what it is. Something is coming to emotional fruition here. Also, somebody is gaining emotional intelligence, which I'm very, very keen on. The King of Cups is a very poetic creature. Oh, yes. So it can be someone who's involved in the arts, or you're involved in the arts, or you both are. Somebody who is definitely, I don't know, quite a soulful character. They could be big into their spirituality. The King of Cups is a dreamer. Kind of knew you were going to get 3 majors. Christ. Okay. Big, big turning point, because just look at these last 3 cards. You get the Wheel of Fortune, the High Priestess, and the Lovers. What's coming is a choice. The Lovers is a choice, okay? That choice is something you're going to be making in the kind of deepest recesses of your spiritual heart. You may not know this yet, as in the Wheel of Fortune, God, it wheels in what it wheels in. But it's going to come to a bit of a crunch with this person, where you may be called upon to make some kind, well, you'll be called upon to make some kind of choice. Let's have a Love Oracle card. I'm very intrigued by that. Love Oracle card. It's that one. For the Love Oracle card, you get Nurture, which I really like, actually, for you. I'm going to take one more. Ooh, Doorway. Yeah, that's your Page of Cups. An opportunity is about to present itself that leads you to a new person, or I would say a new situation, a new level, okay? In the extended reading, God, I'm going to look at these three majors, the Wheel of Fortune, the High Priestess, the Lovers. I'm going to look at the Page, the King, and the Knight of Cups as well, as to what is this next level? What does it look like? And what about this choice that you have to make? What do we need to know? I'm going to dig around, okay? If you want to join me for that, it is the first link in the description box. Leave me a comment and I will see you on the other side. Thanks, Saji. Namaste.